And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Set. Please. Ice it out, on. 44's Mike. Check.
They snap it to Smith. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Short left. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. So right. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh? 49. Check 49. Check 49.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Goes underneath for Yeldon. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Tight on the left. Move. Set. Green 80. We got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. Green good.
They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing is Smith. Off to Geis on the screen. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Let's go.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
4 down, 4 down. 15, yeah. Mike's 15. Tiger. You hold this. Hey, lock in.
3rd and long, it's Smith. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And just shedding him off there. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
4 down. Green 80. Green
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Let's go. Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
They go play action here on first down. Incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Omaha. Hey, 4 down. Green 80. 53's the mic. Let's go, T.
Now the Georgia second man is Matt Breida. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And they get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Green 80.
Now Bortles. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
First quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Our first update now comes from Atlanta, and the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Hey, on. Regular.
They start on the ground with Geis. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 3rd down, Smith. Jordan Reed has it. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. Smith finding his big tight end Reed for a Redskins first. On 1st first down. This is Geis. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Let's go. Let's go. 15. 15. Tight left. Let's go, yellow. 4 down. Alert.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2. Now third down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Now Smith to throw on third down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
They'll start out on the ground. It's TJ Yeldon. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll...
Here we go. Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right. 4 down.
On play action, now Bortles. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Pernell McPhee in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags.
Strong right. Lucy. I'm coming after you. I'm set. Green 5-0. Hatchet. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53. 372. Hey, hold it. Green is check.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And he's going to go down again. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Shift. Check.
Trying to shake off the interception, but look to throw. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Hey, let's settle in. Come on, we're good. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. Watch out. Let's go. Gun. 44's the mic. 44's the mic. Liz. Good left.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And his throw here's incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Redskins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19.
4 down. Dead. Line 80. All right. Orange. I said.
From the gun, here's Smith. Trying to lay one up deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Kello Witherspoon. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, Roger. 4 down. Green 80.
They'll toss it to Tatum, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have to get to the half. What adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Well, he tried to get rid of it. Pressure was coming right in his face, and it turned out to be a bad thing.
And it's so easy to be critical of him in that spot. But when you have all those people bearing down on you, probably his last thought was just get rid of the ball. Give them what they want. Unfortunately, he gave it to them too well. Picked it off, ran it back for a touchdown.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Omaha.
Bortles now on 1st down. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. D.D. Westbrook is intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, baby.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Short left. Hey, 4 down. Check. 53's Mike.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
11B. Set. Green 80. Green set.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Looking deep down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Hey, on. Tight end right. You got three down. Kill.
Trying to run the option right side, Smith. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Hey, on. Tight end left. 3 down. Hey, back up.
They'll hand it down to Geis. Room here to run. That one good for 12 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go. 15. Watch left. Stop right there. Odd. Fuck. Settle down, huh? Slot. Check 13. I said odd.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And shutting him off, now open field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Nice move there by Darius Geis, and he got on my radar in 2016 when he was filling in a lot for Leonard Fournette because he had ankle issues at LSU. And the first time I saw him play, over 200 yards on the ground, a lot of long runs, but he also broke a lot of tackles as well. That's why people had him on their radar for this draft and think that he can be a featured runner, and Washington's counting on it.
You got him. Hey, on. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 52. Alert. 15, yeah. Check.
On the hand, it's Geis. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
52.
Smith now on 3rd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
Hey, slot.
A shotgun snap for Smith. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a 1st down. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play.
Hey, on. Move.
Back to the ground game now. Geis fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Close it off for Geis. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 48. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half.
Back up.
They've got the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Back to throw, Smith. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback will be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. This is Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better 15, here on 2nd and 16.
Right. Watch tight.
Great 15. Hey, let's roll.
4 down.
To throw on 2nd down. Smith. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back.
Let's go.
But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Redskins on 3rd down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Now Smith. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Tressway now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Fighting his way through contact. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey. We got 3. 3 down. 3 down.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The Jaguars on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Green 80.
Shotgun now for Bortles. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gibson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Here we go.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Odd. 5 down. Stand up in.
They do go for it. It's Bortles. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Let's go.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
They run with Breida. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give the tackle there to Josh Norman.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. Hey. We got 3 down. Green 80. Mike. Green is set.
Now play fake. Bortles. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ryan Kerrigan in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
That's how we do it. Get out here. That's how we do it. Back up.
Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
Set. Green 80.
Here's Bortles to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gibson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
Let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go.
Tight, double tight. Double tight. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
Into the red zone. It's Bortles. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. He's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yes, several bad decisions. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. So now Bortles will bring the Jags up to go for 2.
Green 80. Green 80. Green 6.
From the gun, it's Bortles. And that is incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And here come the Redskins now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Check. I'm coming after you.
Now a give running left is Geis. And they go backwards here. That time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6.
We got 4.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Able to find his running back, Geis. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Smith now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
You guys go 52.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Check 15.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Let's go. 15.
Watch tight end. 3 down.
Liz.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Settle down.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. Redskins on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Smith. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And they have the football and will take over at the count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but putting plays to themselves.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up on the off-row corner, Josh Norman. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Smith to throw on 2nd down. Crowder's got it over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Hey, let's settle in. Come on, we're good. Hey.
3rd and 2, Smith. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Hey, 54, Ricky. Green 80. Green 80.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Check tight. Check tight. 25. Check
11B.
Bortles to throw on 3rd and 1. Looking long for Westbrook. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Woo! Let's go, baby. Pick 6 all day. Don't throw my side. Pick.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
On.
After the interception, here's Smith. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Alert!
2nd and 10. Smith again. Going for the deep ball. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Odd. 5 down. Stand up in.
They'll begin the drive with freedom. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Green 80.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Preston Smith
That's how we do it,
in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags.
Let's go.
Tight end right. You got 3.
They'll run it now, out of the gun. Breaks his tackle, he's got room to run. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try to pick up a first down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Let's go. Woo, interception. Woo.
Let's go.
Watch 12.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Zach Brown.
Hey,
In there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. Now it's Breida. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And Lambeau will put this one through. And that now makes this a 15-7 game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. 15. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Rip.
Yeah. Back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch that in. Tight end's right.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. They try to take a shot there on 2nd down, and that leaves them, because of the incompletion, a very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with the time situation, you would expect them to try and get it all in this one play, but there's still enough time that if you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more manageable 4th down if you need to.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 10.
4 down.
15, yeah.
Back to throw. Benjamin with it over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Let's go, 15.
Well, they go with a slant that time, 15 yards and a 1st down.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson.
Hey, on.
Good for 4. It's 2nd down. Clock running as the Redskins try to hurry up.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He's back to throw. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
12.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Let's go. Gun.
Hey, watch the slant.
He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Hey, on.
Watch tight end. Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
Now Smith. And this off to Thompson, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
15, yeah.
Smith now to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Hey, on.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Smith. He gets away from 1. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Hey,
First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts.
3 down.
Now it's Smith. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. That'll bring up 2nd down. Down to their final play. They've got to get in the end zone. That's part one. Part two, the two-point conversion.
Throw the two-point conversion right out of their mind. That's what they have to do. What you said is accurate. In the end zone, have to score a touchdown for that to even matter.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Single.
Hey, on.
Over there. You're on an island.
One last throw here for Smith. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it. And they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Jacksonville, their battle to finish 500 gets a slight lift as they move to 6-8 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Washington, the rough season continues as they plunge to 1-13. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.